I want to move on to this one right here. Donald Trump backs Mike Johnson to remain House Speaker. President-elect Donald Trump backed House Speaker Mike Johnson, Republican of Louisiana, in his campaign to hold on to the gavel, writing Monday on social media platform that Johnson has his complete and total endorsement. Speaker Mike Johnson is a good, hardworking, religious man. He will do the right thing, and we will continue to win, Trump said on Truth Social. Trump, who will begin his second term on January the 20th, with plans for a sweeping reform agenda focused on immigration and other priorities, urged his party to stick together heading into the 2025 election. Let's not blow this great opportunity which we have been given, he wrote. Johnson responded, promising to quickly deliver on Trump's agenda. The speaker's election is Friday when the new Congress begins. Days later, on January 6th, the new Congress is set to certify Trump's victory in the election. Trump's statement follows recent warnings that Johnson could face defections within his party in Friday's vote for Speaker. He can afford to lose only a handful of Republican votes, giving Republicans slim House majority. Republicans won a razor-thin majority in November with 220 seats. Since then, Rep. Matt Gaetz, Republican of Florida, has stepped down to pursue a cabinet nomination, which he later withdrew, bringing the number of House Republicans to 219. So this is a pretty big thing right now because this has been a chaotic point of contention for the Republicans ever since Kevin McCarthy, left, was basically booted out for not basically rolling over on Matt Gaetz and not letting Matt Gaetz get away with all the things that we're saying that he was not charged with, but allegations that were put out against him, paying for sex, paying underage girls for sex, doing drugs with them, paying for drugs, sending money through Zelle, a bunch of stuff that he was actually he was weirdo accused of. Yeah, basically super weirdo kicking it. I mean, with no problem, people, they have no problem talking about Sean Combs and saying something's going on with him. The guy who was accused along with Matt Gaetz is doing 11 years in prison right now. Wonder why Matt Gaetz isn't doing that kind of time. He actually has Zelle payments from his bank accounts directly to underage girls. You know what I mean? That show, what was the payment for? What are you paying this underage girl to do what? She said it was for sex and for drugs and other stuff like that. You were not just her, but you're paying other people for. This is what was going on. Was it across state lines? Was it sex trafficking? What's going on? But you know what I'm saying? So, but we have a person who's like Sean Puffy Combs, Diddy. He can't get a bond. Yeah. Why? Abercrombie and Fitch guy got a bond point. I mean, anyways, going back to the original thing.
And it's crazy. It's like I found this hard. It's like according to the U.S. Constitution, each new session of Congress begins at noon on January 3rd in the House of Representatives. The first order of business is for the representative elect to choose the new speaker, who then swears in the newly elected representatives. For about 100 years, this step was just a formality, but experts have worried for months that Republicans are so divided, they might not choose a speaker in time to count and certify the presidential election results, which by law must happen on January 6th during the joint session of the House and the Senate. Lawmakers don't need to finish the certification on that day, but the process has to wrap up by noon on January 20th when the Constitution says the outgoing president term ends. So that's why Trump's backing Mike Johnson or backing the dude Mike, because he's worried because he's like, yo, this is the guy I want. Because if they're infighting, think about it, if they're infighting and they don't certify the election, they just did their own sets January 6th.
Pretty much. I mean, and bigger on top of that, he understands the I'm not going to say he understands.
Well, think about it. If it's so the 3rd is Friday. So the 3rd is Friday, right? So the 4th and the 5th are Saturday, Sunday. Are they going to stay there the weekends? Nah, they're going to come back on Monday. Mm-hmm. They might be talking on the weekends, but they're going to go do their own business. Let's see, make them work. So on the 6th is the Monday. Mm-hmm. So will they have it ready to go by Monday, or will they still be arguing over it?
I think that with this here.
Remember, they didn't vote McCarthy for like 3 days.
Yeah, I mean, even Mike Johnson, they were going back and forth with him for a minute too. They've been having a lot of times where they're trying to get him kicked out, but you got the whole Marjorie Taylor Greene. I don't know if you want to call it the MAGA end of it, end of the party. I think this solidified that vote with them. Basically, when he went in and got, Mike Johnson has done some things, me personally, that have put America first. Like when he went and signed off on the money for Ukraine, like when he came in and raised the debt ceiling with the deal that he made just right here, he put the country above party in my eyes. I'm not saying that Mike Johnson's a great guy, because I think that going forward, he's pretty much signed it, kissed the ring with this deal he made with Trump right here to get this type of a ringing endorsement because they wanted him out of here. Mike Johnson was not about to win this unless Democrats helped him win. Yeah. That's the only way that's the only way he won the last few times because Democrats helped him win. You know what I mean? Helped him basically stay speaker. They voted for him because Democrats can get the vote for the speaker too. Everyone votes. Go ahead.
But also it's like, someone talked about how Republicans, they have to also now look out for their future because, I mean, supposedly Trump's only going to do 4 years, right? So if he makes the America great, they can ride that out until the end of their lives. Mm-hmm. But if he fails and he makes it terrible, they got to think about what their political party and them so their brand is going to be after 4 years. So, I mean, it's good. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to put the country over the party.
It's been I mean, every time Republicans have really run the country, especially under Trump, it's been chaos. Every time that we've seen anything, it's been straight
sweet, muddled chaos. American chaos. You know what happened when Trump left office? TV had to step their ass up.
Yep, and they had to figure out how to entertain us. For the next 4 years, we're going to have some really good entertainment. It seems like right here. But I'm going to tell you something.
But it's going to be destructive. It's season 2 or it's episode 2. Revenge.
You know who's not going to have
the tan for real.
You know who's not going to have